An officer killed in the line of duty, another injured after a shooting and hostage situation in Stuttgart.
Sergeant Donald Scobie was a 4-year veteran of the police force. His body is now at the state crime lab tonight as the investigation continues. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Faith Woodard.
And I'm Rolly Hoyt. Stuttgart and Arkansas County have been left in shock tonight. State police say that Sergeant Scobie and another officer encountered a Stone County man named Jacob Barnes. He allegedly tried to get away from them, firing a weapon.
He hit Scobie, then tried to hide in a house, taking a hostage. When state police arrived to get him out, more gunfire broke out. A trooper was hit and is recovering at a hospital. The hostage escaped and Barnes died in the shootout. And now tributes are pouring into Stuttgart. THV11's Ian Russell has been there all day speaking to those who knew Sergeant Scobie. He joined us from outside the police department. Ian?
Faith, well, this has certainly not been an easy day here in Stuttgart, and especially for those who knew Sergeant Donald Scobie closely. They tell me he was a great officer, an even better person, and someone who will be dearly missed. There is nothing closer than a community like Stuttgart.
Most everybody knows everybody, and just you feel safe, or I feel safe shopping here.
Tight-knit to its core, when something happens, it affects everyone. And unfortunately, this one hits close to home.
You have a speeder or somebody run from the police or something like that, but we don't have shootings like this.
For Bill Jackson, this is personal. Last night, Sergeant Donald Scobie with the Stuttgart Police Department was shot and killed in the line of duty. A 4-year veteran of the department, he was well known in the community, and to Jackson, he was better known as Scooby.
It's a term of endearment, and that's the way it was with him, because he was a good man.
Support has poured in from all over the city. Mayor Norma King-Strabela put a statement out on Facebook saying in part that, quote, Donald was a dedicated officer, fierce advocate for this community, and a dear personal friend. His love for Stuttgart, his brothers and sisters on the force, and his family and friends will endure and outlast this grief. I hope everyone joins me in praying for his sweet family and our entire police department. Outside the Stuttgart Police Department, tributes are already popping up. A patrol car decorated with flowers and ribbons in honor of his memory, a flag at half-mast outside City Hall. Those ribbons made just down the street, a strip of black in the middle of blue. And while nothing will replace who Sergeant Scobie was, Jackson is leaning on the past of the man Scooby was and the legacy he leaves behind.
Yeah, he was just a really special guy. He's just funny. I mean, he was just funny. He had a good way about him, and he was personable, and I just liked him a lot. Like I said, it's just a really sad situation.
Now, we are working to hear more from Sergeant Scobie's colleagues at the Stuttgart Police Department. They have deferred us, however, to Arkansas State Police as they are leading the investigation. We're live in Stuttgart tonight. Ian Russell, THV 11 News.
Ian, thank you. Now, the man who state police say shot Sergeant Scobie was facing trial for assault and drugs, and court records indicate that Jacob Barnes resisted arrest and allegedly threatened officers 3 times in the last 8 months. In April, he allegedly ran from deputies in Mountain Home and pointed an AR-15 at them. Court records show he later bit and kicked jail officers during booking. Then in June, while out on bond, he prompted another standoff after a fight with a family member and then pulled a knife when deputies arrived. His trial on those charges was set for this week, but was continued to March.
Governor Asa Hutchinson responding to this tragedy, saying in part, our hearts and prayers go out to his family, the family of the injured Stuttgart police officer, and the Stuttgart Police Department during this difficult time.